everyone, this is V, and so welcome to the channel. So if you are returning, welcome back. If you are new, welcome, and thank you for clicking on this video. So as you can see by the title and the thumbnail, this video is focusing on starting over. So let's let me just give a little quick background. So for those who are new, um, about a week or so, I was laid off from my job after being employed with this company for 18 years. So I am literally starting over. So I wanted to just focus this Sunday reset video on how my week went as I began to start over, literally start over from scratch. So what I was thinking was just capture my process as far as the things I'm having to do, relearn, get back to the basics as far as with my budgeting and just career resources. So if you're interested, let's just go ahead and dive into how this week went. Yes. Okay, guys, so it is actually December the 7th. It's Sunday. So I am starting my reset to start focusing on my budget. That is where I am, well, not where, but that is what I'm going to be doing today is focusing on the budget because it is December and I need to go ahead and allocate what I need to allocate for this month in my budget planner. So I think I mentioned in one of my videos that once I got laid off, I needed to go back to utilizing the hard copy of my budget planner because I was doing digital for the last few years. So I went back to my handy dandy budget planner by Happy Planner. So what I'm going to be doing is just going ahead and setting this up so that way I can make sure that what needs to be paid, allocated for this month is allocated for. So yes, that is what your girl's going to be doing this Sunday evening. All right, guys, so I have finished setting up this budget for the month of December. And so what I typically do without showing too much is I do a month at a glance, which is just like putting in all of the bills that I was covering, so that way I can make sure that I'm paying those bills still. And then so what I also did was I set up my monthly calendar, and with this is where I put the days that the bills are due, and the color stickers is basically just showing the bill due date when it's due. And then this right here is like a bill tracker where I'm listing the bills, whatever I'm paying, the due date, and the amount that needs to be paid. And then once I pay it, I just check it off to confirm that I paid it. And on this side right here is just where I'm using for some of the debts that I'm trying to pay off, to try to make sure I knock those down as well, even though I'm still looking for another job, but still it needs to get done and I need to figure it out, because that will also help lowering what's coming out of my income at this current time. Yes. So guys, so that is what I did for today, is set up this budget, and then tomorrow I will start working on with the company on getting resumes and all that good stuff. Yes. So that's it. All right. Bye, everyone. Guys, so today is Tuesday. It's cold. December the 9th. And so if you can recall from Monday's update, I actually, let me sit this over here. I actually went onto the website that was provided to me to start using as far as with career searching and all that good stuff. So I went on yesterday and set up my account, uploaded a resume that I had. And so now I'm basically, while I was on there, I signed up for this, what is it, a webinar session or for 60 minutes to be able to understand LinkedIn. And so in my situation, I know a lot of people probably had multiple jobs, a couple of jobs, and was always probably looking for different jobs, you know, just because it's their business. I wasn't in that situation. I was just, you know, too much was going on. I was like, I don't have the bandwidth to even try to do another job. I was too tired all the time. So when LinkedIn platform came out, whenever it came out, only thing I did was set up like a basic profile, so to speak, just to have it active. And that was because of one of my old colleagues from back in the day was like, oh, you don't have to set up you something just in case. But I never actually took the time to understand how this platform works and utilize it. I know I've heard various things lately that you have to be mindful because it's a lot of scammers on that platform that may reach out to you via your profile. So this is one of the reasons why I signed up for this particular session, just because I thought it would be beneficial, especially since I'm getting back into this job searching career. Yeah. So I hope you all are having a good Tuesday morning. So with this session, it starts at 10 for 60 minutes. I think after that, I probably will do my walking, since I'm already up and about. My energy levels are starting to feel a little bit better. Yeah. One good thing about this, I'm just glad these are not virtual. So you have to have your camera on. Yes. All right. And so I am gonna get my little protein premier shake. Good morning.
Well, dialing in for today, you're in the right spot. I will be your facilitator for today's session.
Oh, okay. So just my overall assessment. It seems like, in my opinion, when you have a career and you're not out here in the workforce, looking for different jobs or looking to move or change careers, whatever the case is, you are really setting yourself up for a long journey once if you in this day and time get laid off from your employer. it sets you back, extremely sets you back. So like I said earlier, I do have a profile on that page. So just updating it and getting myself acclimated with how that platform works, to try to utilize that platform itself. And then the instructor did mention, not instructor, whatever she's called, consultant, she did mention that, you know, she would recommend, for those who are really not versed in LinkedIn, to sign up for another webinar where you are learning how to use the job board function in its entirety. So yeah, I just think that, you know, if anything I can say out of this is, if you are nowhere near retirement or thinking about retiring, you need to just stay abreast of your skills and the different tools and platforms that are out here, so that way if something happens in your career, you're already familiar with that. So that's what I must say my assessment is from that webinar from this morning. So I'll go on there and look to see when the next job search board webinar is, just so I can, you know, get a take on that. Because, you know, usually, it's not going to be too complicated. It's just, it's overwhelming when you got other things that you're having to focus on. It's just overwhelming trying to go back, do something that could have been updated every year, as long as, you know, once this LinkedIn came out. I can't remember the year. So yeah, that is my assessment of today's webinar. So it looks like it is roughly 11:08. I'm gonna go ahead and get my 30-minute walk in for today, and yeah, call it a day. Yes. All right, guys. So tomorrow is what, Wednesday. So I don't know if I'm going to what I'll be doing tomorrow. Yeah. Hopefully, because what my goal is to really just get this resume and all this good stuff finalized the way I want it, so I can focus on my new direction, where I'm heading, and be ready for January 1st, 2026. Because like I said earlier in one of my videos, that is when a lot of companies will start, you know, looking at truly hiring, you know. But yeah. So we shall see how that goes. I'm going to see if I can get in that class. I don't know if they have anything open for tomorrow. If so, I would definitely drop in just to give you all an update. Yes. All right. Bye. All right, guys. So actually, I just finished up with that. I actually just finished up with that job search, no, job hunt on LinkedIn. So it was extremely overwhelming. The facilitator did say that you can go back and, you know, just, you know, take the webinar class, like a live session, as many times as you want until your duration of your program ends. So I don't think I would have to go back, because I was taking some notes. But she did recommend another one. I think it's probably the final one, of job searching. That's what I thought I was doing today. So I would have to go on there and try to see when they have that scheduled. But overall, I can say, and she did mention about the scammers. And making sure you don't send your resumes to anyone unless you are actually having detailed conversations and you have vetted the person, because people are trying to get your um, email address and your phone number and your address, which is typically on the resume unless you don't have it on there. It was just all compelling uh, on everything. Um, so with that being said, I'm gonna see about taking that other one, and then I'll just go in there and browse, see if they have anything that piques my interest, because it's not so much um, from that perspective I need to focus on. So I am going to focus on this piece, get this knocked out. 'Cause like I said, I want to be prepared for 1/1, 2026, so that way I can have all that set out. Then with in my situation, you know, since I really haven't been doing any interviewing, there is an opportunity with this consultant firm to be able to use their platform to do mock interviews. So I thought that was interesting. So I will probably dive into that a little bit, maybe a week, not next week, probably the week after. I don't know. Just depends, because what's the day? Days running close together. Today is Wednesday. No, today is Tuesday. No, today is Wednesday. What the devil today is? Today is Wednesday. So I probably towards the end of next week start researching that piece about the mock interviews. And I think that would be interesting, because I really haven't done any interviews. There was no purpose, you know. Like I mentioned yesterday, when you have a job that was so over, you were just so drained, I really didn't have the bandwidth to do anything else. So that the session I had today started at 2. So now, as you can see, I'm getting my 30-minute walk-in for today. And then after I finish this 30 minutes, I'm going to get my squats in, because I think I'm going to focus on squats today, because I want to try to get my thighs a little bit stronger. Yeah. So that's about it. I just want to give an update to let you all know how that I say seminar, how that webinar went, and it's actually pretty beneficial for people in my situation. They did have 85 people in this particular webinar. Not a lot as the other one, but they probably already took it another day. But yeah, so that is all I have for today. Just finish up this walk and get some more, like I said, my squats in for the day, and then I am calling it a day. All right, friends. So just to sum it up from this week. This week really put some perspective as far as how this journey, this unemployed journey, is going to go. I have to learn so much to get back into this workforce, and you know, it's going to take a little time, especially since that's not something that I've done in 18 years. So yes, everything that I did this week was basically like a learning experience, learning what information, what resources are at my fingertips, using this consultant firm agency to be able to dive into more resources that I need to help me land employment. So yeah, so that is how my week went, where the next few weeks are gonna go, and hopefully it won't be too long of a journey. But yes, I will try my best to give updates on this process, because it is a new journey for me. Seriously, a new journey. Yeah. So that is all I have for you guys for this week. This is just focusing on I'm trying to keep this separate from my health journey journal of how I document. This is my journey and what I'm doing as I'm trying to land into another career. So yes, you guys, that is all I have. If you like the video, please give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing to my channel as I go through these various journeys. This is real talk with V. So anything that I experience in my life, good, bad, the ugly, as long as I'm still on this platform, I will bring it to the channel. That is all I have, and you all have a blessed day. Bye.